Welcome to the PSP Mid-Atlantic Open Headshot, brought to you by RosaLife.com. The first game of the quarterfinals is between Red Legion and Heat. In the first point, Marcelo is able to get up to the Doritos and get a kill, but he dies out of his bunker and Kirill dies behind him. Heat takes the first point. In the next point, Chad George makes a long move into the snake, but gets lazy in his attempt to dive and gets shot, making the short bump. Janaszewski takes over the snake, but some bad coaching gets him shot by Sam Monville. Soon Sam is left alone in the corner, and the Russians close in on him, tying the game at 1 apiece. Next point, Axel Godden goes head-to-head with Ronnie Dizon in the snake. Ronnie's able to make it into Legion territory, but Godden steps out wide and shoots him in the arm. Axel gets shot shortly after, but Jason Wheeler fills his spot in the snake and finishes the point.
We knew we were going to get a great game. We played them 3 times this season. They've beaten us all 3 times, and so we were all hungry and definitely thought we had the best game plan to come out and take them out. We ended up losing a point. They tied it at 3-3. There was about 2 minutes left, and we got a major penalty, which definitely affected us. They were able to capitalize on it and go up a point. None of us are really happy right now. We know we could play better. We know that they did play great, but we kind of feel like we gave them that game.
I'm Kefet from Houston Heat. The thing is that we beat them because we know exactly the game plans. We know exactly the spots where they go on after break. For me, for Sergey and Mishka, it's like, that battle is mean a lot.
In a key point, Kirill goes head-to-head against Mishka. Kirill takes too much ground, and Heat is able to pinch him out. In the next point, Chad George makes it into the snake, and Dennis Golov takes a major penalty. This makes it easy for Chad to get down the snake, and Red Legion concedes the point. Starting a man down, the Red Legion need to tie the game. Axel gets shot in his wrist, but he decides he isn't, so he shoots him again. Berdnikov is soon left alone, and he can't get out wide. Heat wins the game 4-3. The second quarterfinal match is between the Ironmen and X Factor.
Hey, let's go! Come on! Let's go, boys!
In the first point, Kyle Spica gets shot out early. Archie gets a shot on Tokahi Hamill, and Ryan Martin gets pinched out. In the second point, Brandon Short gets shot early. Ashton Johnson makes it up to the Doritos, and X Factor takes out Alex Rodriguez and Rainey Stanzik. Billy Bernaccia breaks out to the corner and dives a little too early. Crawl, little monkey. He notices some paint on his loader, and he decides he should take care of that while no one is looking. Good job, Billy. He noticed he missed a little bit, so he takes care of that too. Nice. Looking good. Mikhail Kovar gets into the snake, but he headbutts a paintball. Billy Bernaccia with his clean hopper fills his spot, and Ashton gets a shot on Mike Paxson. X Factor takes a solid lead, 3-0. Brandon Short takes the snake off the break. The Ironmen lose a couple bodies, but Rainey Stanzik is able to take control and get down the snake. Dixon Yang runs down Rainey and trades with him. Justin Schwartz is left alive, and the Ironmen put a point on the board. the next point, Rainey Stanzek takes control of the Dorito side. Bernaccia gets pinched out of the Snakeside Dorito, and the Ironmen put up another point. Tokahi Hamill gets shot off the break. Eric Humphreys tries to fill his spot, but gets shot as well. Ironmen are able to shoot Archie, but Michael Kovar gets all the way down the snake, and the Ironmen concede the point.
Hey guys, Michael Kovar, San Antonio X Factor. We just had a really tough game against the Ironmen. We came out swinging. We did our homework last night, so we came prepared this morning. We went up, I think 3-1 at one point, and then we kind of got a little flat, and then they got back in the game to tie it up, and then from there on out, it was just back and forth. Fortunately for us, they got a major penalty in the last minute of the game, and that was before we conceded the point. So therefore, it gives us the swing point, stops the game, and then we have 50 seconds left. So we just went out there to lock it up, ended up holding them off, and now we're in the top 4.
In a point that X Factor is looking to concede, Brandon Short takes a major penalty for the Ironmen. The penalty occurred within the last 90 seconds, so X Factor is given the swing point. Down by 1 and less than a minute left in the game, the Ironmen no longer have the option for slow, methodical play. They move as aggressively as they can, but X Factor is able to hold them off and move on to the semifinals. Our first semifinals matchup is between Houston Heat and Tampa Bay Damage.
Hey, it all fucking starts right now, right? Whatever we did up to this point doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. If you guys want to fucking feel good, let's fucking win this shit. Hands on your asses, no slow starts. Hey, damage ball the whole time. We control this fucking game. We owe these motherfuckers.
Fucking beat them right. They knocked us out 2 tournaments. Let's fucking beat them right fucking now.
Oh,
Come on,
take it back to them, right?
It's our fucking house. It's our time right now, boys.
We don't give anything when we take shit, right? Anything worth life, worth anything we take, right? Let's go. Damage!
In the first point, Heat wins the breakout, shooting Jacob Edwards off the break. Shortly after, Dan Holliday fills in for him, but then he gets clipped in the hopper from the Dorito side. This gives Heat the 5-on-3 advantage, and they capitalize on it quickly with Sam Monville moving up the center as they take out the last few players. Heat is first to get on the board. Next point, Keith Brown draws first blood, taking out Chad George, but is then clipped by Sam Monville, making his move into the snake. Damage makes an effort to spread out the field, but with Heat sitting on their guns and Fedorov getting the 50 Dorito, it is making it hard. Jason Edwards makes an effort to make something happen and clips Slowiak in the hopper. But then he takes one to the face from Sam Monville. It ends up with Chad Bougier as the last one, and Damage concedes the point, stretching Heat's lead to 2. In this next point, Heat manages to shoot Timmy Propst off the break, and then Chad George appears to get clipped going to his bunker. However, after a paint check, the ref finds him to be clean, but shortly after, he gets shot looking inside. Dan Holliday then sees this opening and makes a great move all the way down to the 50 Dorito. From there, he manages to catch LJ in the head, making a sloppy bump. and then Fedorov gets clipped trying to spread the field. Monville ends up being left alone in the corner, and Damage gets themselves back in this game. Next point, Damage digs deep, sending Keith Brown to the snake off the break, and he makes it in clean. From there, he locked off the Dorito side and forced Fedorov to battle if he wants to get out of his bunker, but instead he gets clipped in the mask. It ends up with Chad and Slowiak as the last two alive, but Heat concedes the point before Damage can make them wear it. We're all tied up at 2 each. The next point, Heat shows off their break shooting skills and takes out Damage's whole snake side off the break. Alex Spence and Dave Bade spread the field to try and get themselves a fighting chance. However, Mishka manages to pick off Spence from the X. And then Monville gives Dave Bain some extra love. Heat is back in the lead. Next point, Heat continued with their aggressive play. Sergey wastes no time getting into the Doritos, and once he noticed no guns were on him, he immediately makes his move to the 50. With Monville making it to the 50 snake as well, it isn't very long until they close out the point. Heat takes this one convincingly and stretches their lead to 2. Damage decides to show off their superior break shooting in the next point, taking out Mishka and Fedorov on the break. Dan Holiday wastes no time getting to the X, and Heat is forced to move. But right when they do, Holiday is storming to bunker them. He takes down Slowiak with him, and Sergey is left as the last one alive. Not very long until J-Rab makes sure that Sergey has no chance of getting out of this situation, and is now a 1-point game. The next point is very important for Damage to get back in this match. Over on the snake side, both Chad George and Keith Brown are trying to work their way into the snake. Chad makes it in first, but Keith goes in right after him. Chad then does a nice blind shot over the pin to take out Spence in the tall temple. Then Keith is like, hey, that's a pretty good idea. And he takes out Sergey the same exact way. Chad then tries to take off the ref's head, but after he realizes he misses, he flees the crime scene and gets to the 50 snake. Keith is being patient and waiting for his opportunity, but once he loses Ramsey behind him, Chad capitalizes on it and makes his move. Damage concedes the point to save time. With just over 4 minutes left, Damage is down by 2.
It was a close game, obviously, the whole way. Every time we play them, it's always a close game, good game. It's one of those games where everything's working in the prelims. When you get here, you feel so confident that you're going to win the tournament, and it doesn't turn out that way because, you know, small mistakes, and that's what happens when you get to Sunday. Every team is so good, it's hard to beat every team on Sunday. If you're that team to make those small mistakes, you're not going to be that team that's going to make it to the final. So we're going to put this behind us, forget about it, work on what we need to in practice, and go on and try and win World Cup.
Really close match, man. Back and forth, back and forth. They've knocked us out of 2 tournaments, so we really wanted this one. You know, we knew what we had to do when we came out there, and we executed it. You know, they play slow, patient paintball, and we knew that going in, and we played patient also. We were getting those G's off the break, holding the lanes, you know, not letting them fill out, just being smart about our gun battles, staying alive, you know, talking to one another, communicating, making moves together instead of by ourselves individually like in Chicago. We knew they had to come to us, so we just played patient, you know, stayed on our lanes, and they just kind of ran right through them.
In the last point, Damage does whatever they can to try and tie up this match, but Heat is waiting for it, and they're just not able to pull it off. Heat holds onto the lead and advances to the finals for the second time this year. Our second semifinals matchup is between LA Infamous and San Antonio X Factor.
Hey, elevate your game. Keep fucking elevating every fucking point, every fucking second, right now, boys.
Start to finish, you never let up. Come on, bring it to him, motherfucker.
Dominate. 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 All right.
No stupid moves.
1, 2, 3.
Hey,
1, 2, 3.
hang on. On 3, EFC. 1, 2, 3, EFC.
Both teams get off to a good start, staying 5 alive on the break. But then X Factor catches a bad break when Michael Kovar gets a major penalty for a hit on his barrel. Nicky Cuba sees this and wastes no time getting to the X. He takes out Colt Roberts, and Archie is left alone, trying to burn off as much time on the penalty as he can. They lose the point, but manage to burn the penalty down to 1 minute. Next point, X Factor starts with 4, and Infamous shows no signs of letting up. Colt takes one to the face shortly after the breakout, and Bobby Aviles is applying the pressure from the snake side. Michael is about to come out of the box, but Infamous is waiting for it, and he can't get out clean. Grayson Goff ends up as the last one alive and can't pull it off. Infamous takes a 2-0 lead. X Factor now starts out with 5 alive, but Infamous is now in the driver's seat and shows no sign of slowing down, taking 6 unanswered points. Just when it looks like X Factor might get something going, Colt gets a major for a hit on his side.
Hey, they got a minute on the major, boys. Let's go.
A note to all you refs out there. If you're the ref by the box when the player's coming out, make sure to protect yourself. As if being a ref didn't suck bad enough, here's a nice swift kick to your balls to brighten up your day. Oh, the joys of reffing.
It was a tough one. The first point went out. The guys are fired up. You know, and everybody in their heart wants it. And we know that the biggest mistakes is a big, major red flag. So that was a tough way to start. We start with a major in the first point, and Infamous is really disciplined. I got to give them a lot of props. They just basically, you know, ran hard and shot a lot of guns, and you know, we lose that first point, lose the next penalty point, and then finally we get out of the box, and maybe we can get on a roll, and then we get another major. So one thing to learn here is don't get any major penalties. It's tough to come back from 2 majors. I think Infamous played a great game and they definitely deserve it. X Factor is not going anywhere. We're going to be coming back and tough. We just got to keep working and get disciplined. A lot of our young guys are just new to it, and we're going to break them in and go to work.
We just came out firing all cylinders. We have been just sticking to our game plan. Effort, focus, and commitment is the thing that we're rolling with this event. And we've been giving it all game, every game. Just showed there, we went up 6-0, dropped the point, and then we just closed it out 7-1. Team's playing really good, communication's there, game plans. You know, it's really cool to see everyone and all the guys, all the kids stepping up, all the veterans that have been playing for a while, still playing good. You know, we're just coming after that #1 spot right now. We're going up against Houston Heat. You know, we're just coming out, firing, and we're gonna punch them in the face and win the shit.
X Factor made one last effort to put another point on the board, but Infamous stayed strong in their lanes and picked them off one by one. Infamous wins this one convincingly and moves on to the finals. The final match of the PSP Mid-Atlantic Open is between Houston Heat and LA Infamous.
Playing it smart, perfect paintball. You can't make mistakes. You make mistakes, it's going to happen just like it happened before.
Fumble-free football, boys. Right. Fumble-free. You got it.
We're going to put the fucking gas on from start to finish. Okay, that doesn't mean we're going to go running down the field stupid. It means that we're going to play hard as fuck from start to finish. And that's the only thing that fucking matters. Let's go pop some more fucking Bud Lights.
Fuck these
bitch, all right? And some warm Andre. All right? Let's get this shit going. EFC, baby. 1, 2, 3. EFC!
One more fucking game is gonna be out! Right, come on, get
1, 2, 3.
First point starts off in Infamous's favor, laning out Chad George off the break. Then they proceed to shoot Heat players out of their bunkers. Sergey takes one in the hopper from Brad McCurley across the field. Then LJ takes one to the face from Bobby Aviles. Sam Monville and Fedorov are the last 2 alive against 5 Infamous players, and Heat concedes the point. Heat takes the advantage in this next one when they catch Greg Sewers hanging out in the open for too long. Then a ref doesn't like what he sees on Damian Ryan's pack, and he is assessed a minor penalty for playing on. Yes, you, Damian. Dummy. After this, Chad George jets his way into the snake and applies the pressure. Bobby ends up as the last one alive, but not for very long. We're all tied up at 1. Heat continues to hit their lanes and manage to clip Zach Patient in the pack. They then proceed to spread the field on both Dorito and the Snake side. Mishka gets caught by Damian Ryan trying to push down the field, but Fedorov is right behind him. Chad George then notices Bobby switch his gun over to the Dorito side, and he sneaks into Infamous's snake and catches him off guard. Damian and Greg are the last 2 alive, with Heat having dominant field position. Once Chad shoots out Greg from the snake, Infamous decides to concede the point. Next point, Infamous wins the breakout, flipping San Monville. But then Nicky Cuba takes one to the face. Chad George stumbles, but still made it to his bunker clean. And Fedorov worked his way into the 50 Dorito, picking off Infamous's snake side. Sewers is the last one alive, and Infamous concedes another point. Heat stretches their lead to 2. In the next one, Heat drops 2 bodies early, and Infamous starts applying the pressure from all sides. Brad McCurley works his way all the way down the snake and tags Slowiak in the hand. Hey ref, can you see my hand? No? Okay, I'll keep playing. Hey Nick, nothing bad ever happens when you do this. Right after this, Fedorov gets clipped across field, and Infamous brings this match within 1. Infamous comes out aggressive in the next one, pushing hard down both sides of the field. Kelly Rudolph works his way into the snake. And Nicky Cuba continues to apply pressure from the Dorito. Sam Monville then makes sweet love to a defenseless small cake. Get some. Yeah. Get some. And Sergey makes it into the Doritos. Greg Sewers is almost to the 50 Dorito, but Monville sees him and still has enough mojo left to clip him in the hopper. He doesn't see the hit, and he's lucky to not have shot his gun to get a minor penalty. Kelly continues pushing down the snake, and Monville sneaks right by Nicky Cuba. Kelly gets shot hanging over his bunker, and Bobby fills out to the snake side. Nicky is the only person holding off the snake. And right when he bumps, Monville makes a great move down the snake to catch him off guard. Damien ends up as the last one, and Sam Monville cleans him off. Heat continues to add on to their lead.
Come on, boy, let's go!
Hey, they took a timeout! Jay, they took a timeout! We need timeout.
Hey, keep up the communication, all right? Don't stop talking, right? Don't get inside your head.
Somebody that you recognize, or don't listen at all. Listen to somebody you recognize.
Find Sheech if he's over there.
With 7 minutes left on the clock, Infamous needs the next point to get back in the match. Craig Sewers makes a big move and gets into Dorito 2 clean. Infamous continues to move their way down the field, and they have dominant field position on Heat. However, disaster strikes when Infamous starts getting dinked out of their bunkers. Brad McCurley takes one to the face and is the first one to go. Next, a ref comes running in to check Damien and finds him to be hit. Moments later, Fedorov catches Nicky Cuba making a move, and Infamous is left in a 2-on-3 situation. After Bobby sees Fedorov bump, he spreads out the field. He then sees his opportunity and makes a great move to get into the snake. Even though Infamous is low on bodies, they have dominant field position on Heat. From the 50 snake, he catches Fedorov hanging out of his bunker. Bobby and Sam Monville get engaged in a gun battle, and once Bobby gets dominance, he makes a move into Heat Snake. He misses the shot on Monville, but managed to make it in clean. However, Sergey shoots the hell out of the snake, and a ball gets through the crack and onto Bobby's face. This leaves Sewers in a 1-on-2 situation, and he makes a desperate move. He trades out with the last two players, resulting in a no point, and with little time left, Infamous wasn't able to come back.
Just finished the finals here at MAO. We went up against Heat, got the first point, and then lost the next point. They went on a little bit of a tear, and then there was a long drawn-out point where they had bodies. I think it was a 5-on-3, and we started to bring it back. We shot a guy, then I got shot from Fedorov, and then Bobby made a great move into the snake. Went down the snake, started chopping people up, and Sewers went down Doritos. It came down to a 1-on-1, and they exchanged, but somehow it got turned into a penalty for us, which I don't know how that happened. You know, it was just not enough time on the clock, and we had to serve that penalty. Had to do 4-on-5. Props to them. You know, they won the game. But, you know, this is just setting us up for World Cup. You know, give us a little wake-up call. We needed it.
Just won PSP MAO event number 4 here in Maryland, or Delaware, or Maryland. This is kind of like a deja vu. I was talking to you guys in Phoenix. I don't know, I mean, there was no doubt in my mind that we were going to lose that game. I don't even want to use that damn word. But the guys in the team played, everyone on the team played so phenomenal. God, man. Just a fantastic game. I mean, the effort that everyone put in, never quit. I mean, LJ in the corner there, man, just taking charge, quarterbacking that. One of those points out there. I mean, Sam Monville and Chad George just getting nasty on the snake side. Sergey just getting so tight, and I don't know what he does. It's crazy. He's watching him like absorb into that tall temple. But amazing day of paintball. Good job, Infamous. Took one from us earlier in the event, but yeah, I feel pretty good about this right now. So I'm not going to say anything. So I'm sure Todd will get back in the short bus or some other crazy shenanigans. But thank you again to Yakuza, DQ, Rob, wherever the hell you are right now, and stay tuned for more Derder Headshot and everything else that's coming at you. See you guys in World Cup.
Thanks, Nick. Sweet haircut. Congratulations to you and the rest of Houston Heat for taking first place once again in 2012. Our Derder Short Bus is next.
I don't know if I want to talk bad about Riley. That's my friend, and he'll beat me up.
I'll talk bad about Riley.
Riley, your pants are falling down. I see you didn't wipe very well either.
Here's the thing.
You got doo-doo stains on the back of your drawers, job. Oh.
No.
Hey,
All right.
in your elbow, George.
Look, I do everything I can to get the attention on this team. Green EPS frame, check.
No socks?
Check.
Shoot Chad George in the elbow as I trip and fall.
Abso-effing-lutely check.
And did Chad George check himself?
I think I'm hit. I don't know though. I'm very frustrated.
Dude, I got smoked in the elbow on the break, bro.
It takes a lot of work to plan on team killing one of your guys.
Oh my god.
Make sure your feet next tighten when you do it. So when you play Snake, you kind of just sit here and lean out and let everybody see you.
Michael Kovar, get out, Justin, on your loader and on your gun.
And your pack.
And your back.
And also
on your pack, on your pod, on your back, on your number, on your elbow, on your goggle strap, on your neck, and on your back again, and on your back again, and on your pack.
They're bringing back the new dye leopard cam right there. This new pattern.
Even the people in the background are like, we gotta get out of here. Rep, I swear he was still playing. I would have stopped shooting him if he'd have stopped playing.
I didn't know he was. I thought he had just like, you know.
He brought his gun up and started shooting whoever was directly to the right of him. And then he was pointing at somebody else over here. It's the frontal speed feed. Front loading speed feed. There's something missing here. What is going on?
What does this take, a 6-volt lantern battery?
What? Hold on a second here.
Okay.
There's something missing.
Feed neck. Check. Back of the hopper.
Check.
On-off button.
Check.
Speed feed.
Check. Clearly.
That's it, right? Did I forget anything?
Your Pinocchio nose cone. Eliminate hopper shots completely.
Skylight.
Balls go through the loader.
Oh, here we go.
Why go around when you can go over and then through and over?
Hey, is this your flag? I'm just gonna borrow it. Also this bucket. I need to wash my car later.
There's a bucket here. This is professional paintball, okay? How do we signify when the flag gets hung?
Let's buy 5-gallon buckets of powdered laundry soap from Costco.
And then?
Use them, and then use it to hold the flag down.
So we're gonna hang the flag from a bucket?
Absolutely. But don't weight the bucket down with anything, because we don't want to make it hard to yank off the table.
Seattle Thunder. Oh, we did the Whirly Durl.
Was that Yosemite Sam?
Whirly
Okay.
Durl. Hold on a second.
Okay.
We're losing badly.
Well, yeah, no. Woo!
Shoots Shane Colby and does a McTwist. Dang it.
The Russian judge gives him a 4.
Get out of there in the back of your head. Back of his head.
Back of his head. Check the back of his head, Ref. Under the sandana.
Oh, get some. Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Probably help if we practice together once. I might know who's on my team. Travis. Ooh, that was like the puppy slide right
It was
there.
a double knee fall because he didn't have any forward momentum once his knees touched the ground. Boom. No. Okay.
It was like downward facing dog dive.
How many cases of paint is Travis wearing right now?
Travis almost knocked himself out in the back of the head with that 27 pack right there.
31 cases of paint on his
Hold on a second. Did any of those pods come out?
No.
Did any of those pods spill?
No.
Travis designed that tip right there.
He
See that?
He's glued them close.
See that?
And I'm looking, and I'm gonna.
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, where you been?
Back to back. Charlie's Angels. Really? Good Kid Bernach.
How many people are in this video that I have no idea what's going on?
Billy is out.
There's like 3 teams playing on this field right now.
Billy ran. Kid Bernach. I'm out. I'm back in. Out.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm out.
No. I hit on my back.
Hold on
I was
a
just
second.
kidding. Get out.
One hand in real quick.
All right.
And then go down the field.
So,
what does this mean again in paintball?
hi. apparently. It means you're good to go.
What happens when you go outside the white line?
You're reincarnated.
Reincarnated. So, what a cool name. That guy's name is Army, though.
Yeah. Henry Kingman Army.
Henry Kingman Army. So Henry Kingman Army comes in because he got hip shot by Billy Bernach.
In the belly.
And now he's laying on the sidelines and the ref's like, well, I guess you're out, Billy.
Wait, Billy is shot in the front and the back.
I know. Referee number 7, he doesn't really care either. He's like,
no.
You got this one?
You got this? I'll get the next one. You get this one, I'll get the next one.
And then after Army gets shot, he does one of these.
Yeah.
He's like,
I think he's waving at the snake corner that continues to shoot him.
He's like,
The snake corner standing out in the open too. He has no idea what's going on.
It's not neon green goggles. Your foot went slightly out of bounds, sir.
Hey, guy on the other field. I need you to stay off of our field.
Hey, do you know Nick Sloviak? Yeah, he does that shit all the time. It doesn't count. Keith. About 90 feet.
Jump! Don't jump.
Boom. There was not even a jump attempt.
He probably couldn't see where he was going.
So he must have told him there was a bunch of hot chicks up in that 50 snake over there.
It's hard to see when you're wearing a headband and then a sandana and then a Venomware headband again and then a beanie and then another sandana.
Yeah.
Sometimes they cut off your vision.
You don't need to jump over it and you can go through it.
Keith has never had something not move out of its way when he's running towards it.
What happens when the unstoppable Keith runs straight into the unbreakable paintballs? Oh, wait a second. Oh, man. I haven't seen a clip with Avalanche shooting another guy yet.
This is Keith. Again.
Keith. Our snake 1. Our snake 0. Our snake -1. Our snake -2. It's like, damn it. So what had happened was, I dove into their snake, and then I went around their snake, and I started crawling, but I ran out of snake. You ever just get into a snake and just be crawling, and then just realize that the snake ain't there no more?
No more.
So basically, Avalanche, their game plan are get up the field, run sideways, crash into stuff,
lateral,
shoot your own guys, bunker your own guys.
Yes, play on.
Crawl into nothingness, and then if you see a bunch of guys dying at once, run up and get dead with them.
There. Like, see what's going on. If your team's walking out, go over there and look. Hey, what's going on over here?
Yeah.
Where are you guys going?
We're dead. We're dead.
Me too. Let's all go.
Let's go.
Let's go right now.
Get out of here.
Kill the kill still open?
Yes. Let's
go. Let's go right now.
Who wants to buy a Vanguard gun?
Yeah. I'd like to buy a vowel, please.
Oh, you have
like an O. I think I'm ready to solve it.
Maybe a goggle. Just lunge forward. This is like a Jeremy Solm move right here.
Normally, you need 2 hands on the paintball gun. Dalton, on Facebook, telling us what he had for lunch, unable to hold the gun with both hands.
Hey, maybe hold the gun with both hands and look at where you're shooting. You dig?
YDG, you dig? You're gonna be digging paint out of your jersey later. What you gonna be digging?
Hey, this was not in Dynasty Dissected right here, I can guarantee. No, Zach, patient.
Not very patient. I'm just gonna dive out in here and
see? I'm in Snake 1 now, though.
I made it here.
I'm ready to make a move.
I made it.
Oh! Yippee!
I just saved hundreds on my car insurance.
Yippee!
You could try all you want, but dude, that's better off you to front flip over that bunker.
Yeah.
Stop trying.
Air Moscow would have taken off from
Moscow. In Soviet Russia, bunker jump you!
I mean, like the side crawl technique. When you're crawling, to stay really low, stick one shoulder up in the air, one hip, and one leg, and then just push yourself along on one hip.
In paintball, there's a lot of guys and they're really into working out, going to the gym, and then telling us all about it on Facebook. What workout do you think you do for this? Is it breakdown? Wait, hold on. Can they see me? Is
the side crawl, the side push. Now this is Tim Montre, this is how you crawl.
Was that in real speed?
Right there. This is
wheels of steel.
Seriously, look, Tim Montrester, bam, all over the place. Get some right there.
Pods are flapping.
Exactly. Not the side crawl. must have crawled too fast.
Up. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a hopper malfunction.
Here comes Bobby.
Dun-dun.
No,
I'm just gonna put this gun on my back.
He's protecting himself in case Keith DeVitt comes flying over the top of the beam.
All right. How are you gonna shoot somebody holding the front grip?
Keith DeVitt may come flying at any time. If you hold the front grip, you just press it with your pinky like
Here's
this.
what Bobby's thinking. Earlier, I saw players shoot Chad George this exact same way. So I'm pretty sure this is my key to victory. Where is this field?
Yeah, and do you get to ride those afterwards?
We're gonna get calls from PETA.
They're not wearing any goggles.
Yeah.
He's like, on that horse way over there.
Pretty sure this is not Kobe.
Stick the cow.
I don't know if that 1/16 of an inch twine fence is gonna hold that bullet when he gets pissed.
That's the fat lady's charms.
Hey, you're out. The cow is hit.
Dude, that cow. You shoot bull, don't those things come running at you?
Apparently not. And I'm running, and I'm running, and I'm shooting, and I get out of there.
Get smoked. Oh, pounce on him.
Save him.
Trying out for the San Diego Chargers.
Boom.
We have
That's a
Tyler
solid
Shelton.
hit. That's a solid hit. Okay, the ref's on top of him. You're on top of the ref. That's weird. That's a threesome.
He just stopped people mounting other people.
There was no danger of paintballs penetrating the ref's body and hitting him in the face. What you should be doing is picking up his gun too and beating feet off the field. You get out of there.
He was like, doggy pile. Is that a hit on the lid?
I believe that if your lid is up, it acts as a screen.
You can look through the hit on the lid.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hold on.
second here.
That's not an obvious hit, ref, because it's not attached to my. I'm good.
Hey, let me close your lid for you.
Hey, let me close your lid. Oh, hold on. There's some paint I have to wipe off. I don't want to leave fingerprints in the hit that you have on your lid.
He's like, I'm not gonna be able to ever shoot a Russian guy, so I'll just throw my gun at him.
I don't even know what to say right there.
Biernikov's like, I like shoot bazooka.
I don't think you shoot me.
Time to get out of here.
Hey, I don't need this gun anymore either. Anybody want to buy a gun? Slightly used. Only drop once.
Spent most of the time in the penalty box.
Yeah.
You got as much air as I got on that one, on that little jump. I jumped over the stream. I jumped over the first 5 or 6.
You jumped over the first one. That is the hippity hop.
Oliver, I jumped as high as I could.
Twinkle toes, son.
I jumped as high as I could.
That's not high enough.
You said when you see the stream, you jump over it. I jumped. It did not work. See, Bobby, this is my man right here. You know, man, he listens. I'm like, Bobby, check this out. This is what you got to do. When you go to get somebody, you just take off into midair and just, you know what I mean, just. That's my move, bro.
Jump over it.
That's my move. This is nothing. This is just Derder. Oh, that's his. Boy shot him.
There can be only one Highlander. He's gonna start the quickening right now at 50 Snake.
Tom Ford, too.
Yeah, Tom Ford.
Tom Ford's
Mouse.
Like, I pay the bills.
Yeah.
I do what I want.
Do what I want.
This is my team.
Look, if I want to buy a player from Dynasty and make him play for me and have him shoot his own teammates, he's gonna wear my jersey.
Now get on out of there, Alex Young.
Here's your gun. Thanks for coming.
So here we have
Are you hit under your jersey? I need to check.
Lasoya. Chris watched the flight of that flag. He was like, did he really throw that up there? That thing probably gonna come back down.
What? The ref's checking him here. Then he throws the flag. And then Chris turns around. What are all those?
What?
That's rub.
What?
The ball rubbed on his pack when it broke.
Where?
You're crazy, ref.
This is Chicago. This is Chicago
Last year,
right?
2011 Chicago. Win.
I literally try to go down the snake, turn back, grab the flag, and then go down the field again, and then run back to the A. And then from the A, I run the flag all the way in. It was nuts. You can't even explain, you know, what happened and how it happened. I mean,
Should I hang this right here?
He was pointing his gun that way too, and I just don't know how he didn't shoot me either. Like, you know, anyone else would have been like, you know, tried to, you know, get me anyways, but.
Always World Cup.
Get him next time.
But when we weren't on camera, you was talking all that trash about Rich. You're like, Rich can't shoot nobody from the back center. Rich is super slow.
Yeah.
Rich can't play the snake.
Yeah.
Rich can't play the Doritos.
What I
Rich can't
said-
play the back center.
Correct.
Rich can't fix a gun.
Correct.
Rich can't walk a field.
Correct.
Rich can't walk on the field.
Correct.
Rich can't beat nobody up.
Correct.
Rich can't play the snake again.
Twice he couldn't play.
Rich
Twice.
can't fill a pod.
No. None of those.
Nope.
All true. But you're forgetting the most important thing. The camera wasn't on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.